Hello, hello, hello. My name is Everything Explained, and today we are going to be taking a quick look at Trap Geek's video on the Disney World Rico inside the largest crew takedown in Florida history. If you enjoy this video, like, subscribe. I am still working on my DJ academics on the Fresh and Fit podcast, but I should have that all out tomorrow at the latest. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this.
When you come to Orlando, you think about Disney. Even though we ain't never been to Disney and shit ain't sweet, but people think about Disney when they talk about Florida.
When we think
I'm sorry, just real quick, I just gotta why does everybody in Florida have that haircut? Everybody in Florida look like Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. Everybody from fucking Florida look like a black version of the Cynthia doll. I don't understand why, but hey, I ain't judging.
Come to Orlando, you think about Disney. Even though we ain't never been to Disney and shit ain't sweet, but people think about Disney when they talk about Florida.
when we think of Orlando, we think of Disney World, we think of Orlando Magic.
Why everybody get that concept of Disney and all that? I don't know. I guess that's just how they see it from the outside.
Well, the FBI typically doesn't telegraph our moves. What I can tell you is that these two gangs, the 438 gang and the Army gang, have got our attention now.
This should have your attention. That first nigga we seen a fucking second ago, that nigga was pulling a gun off of a fucking barbecue grill. I don't know what the fucking symbolism for that shit was.
5 already in custody are responsible for nearly $2 million in stolen property, 59 stolen vehicles.
That nigga right there. That, if y'all can't see, the fucking nigga with the low fade, second furthest to the left. That nigga right there. That nigga look like, what was that? Nigga look like Kevin Thorne from the WWE. That nigga, I don't know what kind of vampire ass shit that nigga is on. That nigga look, all I'm saying is, look, I would not trust that nigga with anything. He look like the kind of nigga to steal your shit and then help you look for it.
And 19 stolen firearms.
The prominent people at the top, just between those 8 people, they're responsible for 230 felony charges. Jaquavius Smith, better known as Glock 9, just him himself has been arrested for 52 felonies.
Hi, what is up, everybody?
52 felonies, god damn. That's Jordan numbers.
It's been far too long. The last episode was in Florida, and for this video, we gotta return there once more. This time to Disney World's Orlando, where folks witnessed one of the largest RICO cases in state history, Operation X, take 34 people down from 2 separate crews. To show you what this looks like, the entire Bobby Shmurda and GS9 indictment crew.
And they got a female living there. Even she was a hitter.
To show you what this looks like, the entire Bobby Shmurda and GS9 indictment was 63 pages. This RICO case in Florida is 700 pages long, with the Fed stalking people at concerts and putting informants in place to make controlled phone calls. One side, AFNF, or the Army Gang, is led by the popular rapper Glock 9. The face of the other side, 438, is well-known rapper Hot Boy. Both of them were good friends coming up in the industry together till it all went left, escalating into this year-long war that came crashing down quick, with folks hanging out the windows of cars, wielding AK-47s in broad daylight, hitting daycares and memorials. The city saw 30 back-to-back shootings in 6 months, and it forced Orlando to bring in the MBI, or Metropolitan Bureau of Investigations, basically Florida's version of the FBI, who built this whole case using wiretaps, Instagram, and evidence they found on people's phones. Sometimes thousands of photos and videos that map out drug routes from Orlando to California, with folks taking trips back and forth, smuggling hundreds of thousands of dollars in suitcases, flying girls out separate to bring the product home, where they launder the profits through cars, guns, and show dogs. Glock 9, who signed a $2 million deal with Young Money and Birdman when he was only 18, now faces 52 charges, including frauding the government out of $10,000 through a series of PPP loan scams that got intercepted when he tried showing it off to his friends on Instagram.
52 felony charges. Dog, that's a fucking charge every week of the year when you really think about it.
And when the news dropped of a pending RICO charge, his once friend turned rival, Hot Boy, decided to go on the run, and then turned himself in. but then went on the run again after they revoked his bond.
One gang member on the wanted last month is now in jail.
Why are you tripping?
I'm not the other head.
Now we're getting into all this, but first...
Why are you tripping?
I'm not the other head.
Oh man, what the fuck?
Now we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is a new one from my guy Millies. Let's go.
A lot of rappers richer than me did the shit with less skill, so I know I could get up in my mind at my third.
I reconnect guests to their inner child.
I've ever covered.
The ounces in a brick.
Alright, this is probably one of the wildest stories I've ever covered. And in order to understand it, we gotta travel to the tourist capital of America, home of Walt Disney Entertainment, with 70 million visitors coming in and out each year, Orlando, Florida. But there's a part of the city they don't show, the infamous ghettos of West Orlando. Backcountry roads, dry industrial land with scattered housing complexes and homes. It may not look like much, but it got so bad in the 80s and 90s, they gave it the nickname Warlando.
It's a war going on in Orlando, and I'm
Warlando.
not saying like a big war, it's just a war amongst ourselves and all this killings.
But 3 artists from there were making a way out. Glock 9, Hot Boy, and Pootie, each from a different neighborhood with a unique Florida sound. And where most cities have problems when 3 artists are coming up, these 3 were helping each other, sharing blog connections on WorldStar and Say Cheese TV, making songs together.
We all was like tied in, bro. Like we was like brothers. We sleep with these jits, like every day be around these same jits. I don't know, shit went left. Yeah, that shit went left.
The first to really blow up was Glock 9, with his massive song called 10%, hitting 35 million views the summer of 2018. He had such a raw talent and energy that 2 months later, Birdman and Young Money would sign him to a $2 million deal. It inspired his friends Hot Boy and Pootie to take music more serious. But Glock 9 was unpredictable. He was wild. You tell him there's rules, he was breaking them.
You would have been in jail more than 10 times?
Yeah.
You're 18 right now?
Yeah.
You've been in jail?
Bro, that nigga look like a fucking black ninja turtle. Oh my gosh, there's no surprise he's been to jail.
12 times.
Yeah. Arrested for everything from possession of burglary tools to guns, he went from stealing cars in GTA at 11 to snatching real cars at 13. And after signing this $2 million deal with Birdman, Glock 9 was getting picked up twice a year and beating every case thanks to Young Money's private lawyers. He even bragged through text messages about being out on 4 separate bonds at once, thanks to his defense attorney.
My family, like, all they know, I get in trouble. I'm a hothead. I'm gonna crash. They don't understand me. They don't get what I was doing it for.
2018, the year he blew up, his friend Hot Boy was serving 2 extra years in a Florida detention center for wrecking the place. But one day they gave him a 24-hour pass to go home, and he went straight to the studio to record music with Glock 9 and Pootie, creating this song Hooligan, which would have been a massive record, except they would never release it. Glock 9 was burning bridges left and right. He had a falling out with Say Cheese TV, one of the largest bloggers and platforms to exist, who was promoting him.
Pussy.
You got more money than me?
Pussy.
You ain't gonna last long no ways, nigga. That's why your own niggas switching up on you, cause that money getting to your head. You haven't made it yet, bro.
By the time Hot Boy got out of juvie, on the outside, Glock 9 and Pootie started going at each other, leaving Hot Boy caught in the middle.
Why is there no Hot Boy Glock 9 records, no Pootie Hot Boy records?
Shit just went up. Shit went up.
You being cool with both of them, do you think you could kind of squash that beef?
I tried.
You tried before?
Yeah, I already tried.
Yeah.
That shit dead.
But with the release of these RICO papers, the feds paint a picture of a bunch of crews competing to further their own interests. It wasn't just music they were into. It was all sorts of money schemes in the criminal underworld they had hands in. Glock 9 had his own clan, All Friends No Family, or AF&F, who mainly stay in the Mercy Drive area of West Orlando, which they say was built on a cemetery. It has mandated 24/7 police patrols, and AF&F was organizing like a war was about to happen, texting each other gang structures and rules. They had a system where a female associate would legally purchase guns for everybody in the crew who was a convicted felon. And when a Kentucky rapper named 2K Baby came to visit Orlando, AF&F robbed him of his jewelry, taking the grills from his mouth, his money, then went on Instagram Live at the Mercy Drive apartments, challenging his folks to come get it back.
Bro, like, what the fuck? What is up with you niggas committing all kind of felony crimes? Like, y'all break the law in a million different ways and then go post on Instagram about it. Like, what sense does that make? And then you'd be surprised when you wind up locked up. You fight for your life when you, like, locked up and shit, fight to get back free, then you get free and go incriminate yourself again. Like, I mean, what kind of cycle of life is this?
This the only way you gonna come in, the only way you gonna pull out. What you gonna do?
Let me see where you at. You already putting insurance
The brick!
on yourself.
The bridge, the same place this shit happened at. 14 Mercy Drive.
Exactly.
Man, let's just hope ain't no surveillance cameras around. Let's just hope didn't no cameras catch none of this. Cause I mean, dog, this nigga just gave you a location, just told you, yeah, this is where it happened. Like, I mean, motherfuck.
Hey, my homeboy said he want a chain back.
How much y'all was spent for it?
By October of 2019, the tension with the various crews was rising. Pooty dropped this song, Address It, a freestyle where he was dissing Glock 9, saying they both bleed the same, and that it was war. And right around then, the Orlando police began putting in surveillance early. They knew shit was starting to boil over. Equally, the crews knew they were being watched. They even set up counter-surveillance to watch the feds watching them, posting videos to Instagram with middle finger emojis pointed at hidden squad cars in the bushes.
Bro, what kind of Ocean's 11 shit is this? They was watching the police watching them? Bro, what the fuck? I swear, these niggas is like either like just the dumbest niggas in the world, literally, or it's like awesome cover because these niggas just super ingenious. Because, nigga, how in the fuck, how you watching the fucking police watch you? What kind of shit is that? That don't even sound, that's some Matrix sounding shit. I digress.
And by the time 2020 rolled around, there were agents watching Hot Boy at all his concerts, with officers stalking Instagram feeds as well because they couldn't believe the money people were pulling in.
Damn, that nigga, he got like well over 100,000 right there. Nigga, geez, just showing it all off. Like, I mean, like I said, if I rob a bank, I promise nobody will know. If I rob a bank, I ain't telling a soul, especially not my fucking audience. I love all the fucking people who watch everything explained, but if I rob a bank, that's the one thing I'm not explaining.
Hot Boy, of course, had a real rap career, making legitimate music money, but the feds were watching him make plays on his cell phone, texting people for t-shirts, which was a code word for 100 pounds of coke that was to be broken up and resold. See, these wiretaps didn't only reveal what the rappers and crews were doing, it went all the way to the source of supply for the gangs in the city. Specifically, Hot Boy's 438 gang from the Silver Star, Pine Hills area of West Orlando. As the feds wiretapped the most prominent narco-trafficker in the city who's doing business with them.
Hey, did you hear me, bro? I know 2 people done came, took the girl off the plane, now she getting questioned. They asking me, do I know anything about the money that was in the suitcase? Stop playing. Bro, it's like your plan fucking went wrong and you respond, stop playing. I swear on everything, like, I mean, I would never fly with drugs anyway. I mean, TSA after 9/11 is like more strict than a drug test on probation, so I mean you shouldn't even be surprised. I'm surprised this worked for you before.
An Orlando kingpin who bi-weekly was smuggling bulk US currency to the tune of 200 grand in suitcases and using girls as mules to fly that product back from Cali and resell in Orlando. The feds intercepted texts where they were telling each other to save these messages as a reminder because they were about to be millionaires. But with the feds monitoring warehouses, dodging lookouts left and right, the beef between Glock 9's side and Pooty and Hot Boy was really about to escalate a few months later in April, at a house party where Glock 9's best friend would shoot Hot Boy's right-hand man, Wolf Luma, killing him. This was Pooty's good friend too. The event brought Hot Boy and Pooty much closer. 11 days after, they had a funeral for Wolf Luma, where Hot Boy filmed this iconic music video at the service with everybody dressed in all black. Later that same day, they all went back to Pooty's neighborhood to hold a vigil for their friend who was killed. But their rivals AF&F found out. Driving over to the memorial in a small, dark SUV, they began shooting into the crowd that was gathered, hitting Pooty and 3 others, killing a pro football prospect who had just signed with Louisville University. Investigators said,
Bro, see, that's the worst thing, man. Like, you got your whole fucking little whatever kind of gang shit you got going on, but I honestly, like, I get it, bro. Like, these niggas, like, y'all beefing over some serious shit, but like, at this point, like, whoever is gone, like, I don't want to just say they're gone, but if they died in a shootout, shooting back at somebody, they died doing what they did best. They died doing what they loved, I guess. I don't know, but that was their choice. But when you got like innocent bystanders just out here getting killed, this dude was probably on his way to the NFL. We'll never know now though, because you and your obnoxious beef took him away from the world, and like y'all beefing and all that shit. Glock 9 is in fucking jail now. Whatever fucking was going on, success or not, that's just like a whole waste right there. Like if him and his people wasn't there, I don't know. I'm getting so far off track, but regardless of the fact, this is a fucking shame. Rest in peace to this young man. He was going to college. He looked like he was going to play football. That's a shame. That upsets me. That really upsets me, especially with innocent people who have nothing to do with this get hurt.
Say this was retaliation just for Glock 9's friend getting arrested for the shooting of Wolf Luma. The very next month, 90,000 people tuned in for the live stream of the funeral for this 18-year-old football player who was killed. There was a chilling moment when the bishop quieted the whole room and said, "No suspect has been arrested yet, but folks are sitting here knowing who did it. This has to stop." See, Glock 9 and others in AFNF had set up this network of unemployment scams across various states in the country, with a database of names, addresses, and credit scores, all saved on Glock 9's phone. He was using these scams to pay for the bonds of lower-ranking members that got jammed up. That way, they could fund this war for a long time, choosing to discuss business over FaceTime to prevent the feds from listening in. Both the 438 gang and AFNF had hierarchies and subsets. Both of them were competing as the feds watched 438 members boast through text message that they had enough money and guns to do what they wanted, and that made AFNF jealous. By the summer of 2020, the beef even spilled out of town into Jacksonville, Florida.
Real quick, I just also want to know, like I don't know. Obviously I'm not sure how organized these guys were with their illegal activities, but how much was you slipping? Like, how unplanned were you to where the cops had enough to get a warrant to wiretap your phone, to watch your text messages? Like, y'all must be doing something sloppy. I could be wrong. I'm not, man, like I said, I'm not in Florida. I don't know what's going on down there, but this, like, y'all it's like y'all are on top, man. Like, y'all are all millionaires. Like, get out of Florida. Go figure something else. Go back to school, man. Fuck. Get into business. Start a business, get into stocks or something. But this is ridiculous. You're a millionaire, but you're in jail. Like, this is like the fourth rapper I've done a video on this week that this has happened to.
With Glock 9 putting out this song on the 1st of July called Criminal Minds. And in it, he says his enemies were clicking up making teams. He was actually talking about the well-known rapper Fulio out of Jacksonville.
How you watch your mama get popped, you got shot in the ass, and you wrote a statement? All three of them things do not go together. Where you tripping? All
because Fulio would take a photo with Pootie, and this made Glock 9 mad. So he started dissing Fulio's deceased friends, and it caused Fulio's enemies from Jacksonville like Queso to then click up with Glock 9, where there was even almost a massive brawl at a mall in Atlanta when Queso crossed paths with Pootie and things were seconds away from turning dangerous.
Oh, you can't stop all y'all. Y'all get to shoot at him, Cocky.
I heard about that Queso, dude. He's smoking on like 7 different people, I heard. And I guess that nigga fucking pick him up and send him off. But yeah, I heard about that Queso, dude.
Okay, can't stop all y'all. Shit! Oh, what are you talking about?
Like I said, I'm not sure. Like, it's just insane to me. These niggas are just basically fucking serial killers at this point.
Yo ass, they running up on niggas' ass in the mall, boy.
But back in Orlando, the OPD was concerned there would be a string of shootings very soon.
These niggas are serial killers. They'll do their fucking dirty work and shit, and then they'll get online and like give you a play-by-play detail of what they did, what happened, where the body at. They'll send you pictures. They probably have a blood sample or something. They'll keep the fucking murder weapon on them. Like, I mean, these niggas have like no brain function, no cognitive function going on upstairs. I swear, it is fucking insane.
And they were right. 4 days into July, police arrived at a house in West Orlando with reports of gunshots. They found Glock 9's car with dark tinted windows riddled in bullets, and him nowhere to be found. Listening in on phone calls, the feds learned of new strategies AF&F was using to avoid police when they were going on missions. They were riding around in rental vehicles with dark tints to see if they would get pulled over frequently in case they had to gun it in a high-speed chase. They were even going to put white boy stickers on vehicles so the police would think it was white people in the car and not try and stop them. 4 days after they found Glock 9's car abandoned with bullet holes in it, one of his friends, who went by the name Baby Joker, was driving around deep in 438 territory looking for rivals to tag. They pulled in at a place where one of Hot Boy's
There goes that fucking scene again. Alright, I gotta stop it real quick, because first of all, this nigga pulling this fucking gun off the grill. I don't even want to know what kind of demonic song they fucking created with the visuals looking like this. And then secondly, also, they fucking said that these niggas fucking had left a car riddled with bullets that was a Glock 9s. Like, nigga, if the car is shot up, bro, you gotta like crash that bitch somewhere. Do like all the other rappers do, you know? I mean, like, I know y'all ain't making a fucking hasty getaway, but still, but you better fucking crash that shit, make it like an accident or something. Cause I mean, god damn. And then this other nigga riding around in the car looking for fucking, how do you say, looking for niggas to fucking play basketball and shoot it out with. I guess I don't know, man. Looking for fucking crime, bro. This nigga like, all right, fuck it, bro. Fucking, I'm gonna just be real, bro. This nigga was driving around one night. He trying to fucking make funeral preparations for somebody. This nigga is trying to get serious, alright? That's all you need to fucking know.
Boy's good friends stayed at, driving a gray Dodge Challenger, and began firing at folks, with people scattering all over the yard. Hot Boy's friends. They pulled in at a place where one of Hot Boy's good friends stayed at, driving a gray Dodge Challenger, and began firing at folks, with people scattering all over the yard. Hot Boy's friend reacted quickly, running inside to grab his Draco, and came back, shooting at Baby Joker in the gray Dodge Challenger, which at this point was stranded in the middle of the road with the driver's hands all shot up, unable to get away. Baby Joker was dead. The craziest part, Hot Boy's friend, the guy they were aiming at, was someone they knew since they were kids.
Wait a second, hold on. I gotta rehear this story, but hold on. Also, something about these damn shootouts. I be hearing these shits, like, I be hearing stories. These niggas be running to go get that gun. I be like, bro, what the fuck? What kind of Soprano shit is that? Like, nigga, you supposed to smoke that nigga on sight. You got 32 verses where you killing this nigga, bro. When you actually see him in person, you supposed to put that nigga down, dig him back up, and then bury him again, bro. What the fuck? Giving this nigga time to run in the house and come back with the Draco.
Reacted quickly, running inside to grab his Draco, and came back, shooting at Baby Joker in the gray Dodge Challenger, which at this point was stranded in the middle of the road with the driver's hands all shot up, unable to get away. Baby Joker was dead. The craziest part, Hot Boy's friend, the guy they were aiming at, was someone they knew since they were kids. This particular shooting would get referenced in a lot of music, as 438 boasted about this failed hit attempt. In his song Left Lonely, Hot Boy tells Glock 9 directly, "Your little stepper ran down and he died." Hot Boy was blowing up and doing songs with Lil Baby. He even signed to 100K Management, the same guys who managed King Von and YNW Melly.
These niggas is literally just dying over sneak dissing and disrespect. I mean, bro, fuck it. If a nigga call you out, if a nigga disrespect your crew, I mean, yeah, man, it's fuck that nigga. But I mean, dog, do we gotta get this serious? I mean, bro, like, you basically, you going to jail, my nigga. Like, it ain't like y'all on some, like, forensic file shit. Y'all not on no first 48. You know, you ain't fucking YouTube how to clean up a murder scene. No. Nigga, you smoked this nigga and just left the body. You just left. Like, I mean, you just left all the evidence there. All kind of gunpowder residue, all kind of fingerprints. I don't even want to get into it, but I mean, bro, it's not worth it. Like, this whole gang hood shit, this whole shooting out, like fucking Steph Curry in Game 6 against the fucking Miami Heat, I don't remember what year that was, but all I know is like this whole competition, this whole league of shooters, it's not worth it. I mean, like, what is the point of being rich as fuck, but being in jail? Like, what is the point of being incarcerated, but being a millionaire? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I mean, like, if you gave, I mean, I don't do this shit normally. You know, I'm not even rich and I'm not doing this shit. But if I was doing this shit, but I became rich, bro, I don't care what anybody says. I'm leaving. Like, I'm leaving. Like, I'll support all that shit from a distance. But good lord, I mean, these niggas, they will just throw their life away. Y&W Melly was facing the death penalty at one point, bro. You could have been one of the biggest rappers in the game right now, but nigga, you I can't even say you the biggest nigga in jail because like you look like you weigh like 100 fucking pounds, like, and I mean like that's like with soaking wet clothes and like a pair of fucking Timberlands on, nigga. But like my point being, nigga, you could have been big time on the outside, but you fucking chose to be small time on the inside. Like it's just crazy, man. Like is it worth it? Like if you could go back, would you do the same thing over again? I mean, please, to anyone who hears this video or sees this, please think before you throw your life away.
And there were other artists from the Silver Star 438 region, like Cut'em Reese, who was getting quite popular, getting song placements in Madden 2K games. He was even one of the rare artists who was able to get Chief Keef to do a music video with him. The feds had theories. Glock 9 was jealous. Reese's career was taking off. One day, Glock 9 blasted over to Reese's house with rifles and pistols in the car, leaving it riddled with bullets. Witnesses told detectives Glock 9 was trying to eliminate the competition. And the very next day, Reese would retaliate back, going with 5 other 438 members to Glock's aunt's house, where he was sleeping at. And they left her house riddled in bullets.
Bro, what the hell? Like, you like a signed rapper and you sleeping at your aunt's house still? I mean, dog, I'm not gonna lie, nigga. That looked like a level on Prototype 2, nigga. That, I'm not trying to make fun of your aunt's house, but that shit looked dingy as fuck. That old Dollar General looking house, nigga. That shit looked like it used to be that shit looked like it used to be a hotel. Got converted into some apartments. My nigga. That shit. Woo-wee! Like, sometimes I just be getting started. I don't mean to just be going off on people. I'm not trying to be mean, but I swear on everything. That place looked like a bando. If you tell me that no drugs if you tell me that no drugs are being cooked in there, I swear on everything. I will fucking pay you. You name me the amount. I will pay you. If you fucking go to each individual apartment, knock on each fucking door, get a warrant, search each fucking apartment. If you find no drugs in that bitch, no drugs being manufactured, I will pay you any fucking number in the world. Because I'm telling you, that place looked like it fucking got nuked. That place looked like it exploded and they just put a roof back on it and painted over all the other shit. Fuck it.
As well. This particular feud was crazy, as the police counted 5 different attempts where Glock 9 tried to take Reese's life in a matter of months.
Nigga, what the fuck? And you keep letting this nigga out? You tried to kill this nigga 5 times? And what, you just keep giving him bail?
Including a time where Reese was filming a music video in his purple Hellcat and was being followed by AF&F members who pulled up next to him in traffic and started shooting. Reese shot back and managed to escape, but then crashed into an oncoming vehicle and had to abandon the purple Hellcat with busted up legs.
Dog, I swear, every weekend of these niggas is All-Star Weekend. These niggas fucking shooting out like LeBron James versus Carmelo Anthony.
With all this death
back in 2004, back in 2004.
And violence happening in the city, Orlando finally hit up the Metropolitan Bureau of Investigations for help. They needed 18 different agencies to collaborate, and the tipping point, of course, was the infamous shootout at the Millennium Mall. If you want the city to act, do something where their money is at risk.
They said a fucking shootout at a mall? Bro, what the fuck is this? This nigga said I'm about to turn you into a Versace bag. God damn.
In a public space with...
Oh my fucking goodness, I was just talking about Versace too. Like, I swear, I've never seen this video. And I just mentioned that shit. Like, whatever.
Loads of businesses and wealthy people. On October 8th of last year, Orlando's luxury mall of millennia was a scene of chaos as OPD officers responded to a shooting that broke out in the parking lot. It was 3 against 4, Glock 9 and 3 others versus 3 438 members. On surveillance video, you see the 438 guys leaving the mall, getting into a white BMW, and then rolling the car slowly, with shooters positioned behind the car doors, firing at Glock 9 and his people, who were taking cover behind their own car, with bystanders running everywhere as security rushed to evacuate the mall.
Bro, like, were they even trying to get away? Like, I mean, like, was, like, shooting at this nigga Glock 9, was that the end? Like, were they like, alright, after we do this, like, this is where life ends for us? Because, I mean, like, damn it, nigga, I mean, y'all just, I swear, y'all be making the fucking cops, like, y'all, being a cop fucking chasing after these niggas gotta be easy as working at fucking Dollar Tree, like, I mean, that shit gotta be simple as fuck. Y'all niggas leaving all kind of evidence, all kind of fucking clues, self-incriminating yourself, fucking taking pictures and fucking sending them around, texting each other, and I mean, like, dog, just the fucking trail is hot. Like they say, after the first 48 hours, the trail go cold. But nigga, y'all leave so much evidence behind, the trail will be hot for a fucking month probably.
And despite a hail of gunfire, nobody actually got hit. But now, the feds were getting more search warrants.
That's the other thing. Can't none of y'all aim. You'll hear fucking shooting like half court, like you'll hear shooting like fucking Anthony Davis from the half court line or some shit, nigga. Like, I mean, dog, can't none of y'all shoot for shit. Pooh Shiesty out here shooting niggas in the ankles and in the butts. NBA Youngboy out here doing drive-bys, missing every shot. I mean, dog, y'all supposed to be out here. I can't remember fucking dude's name, D Rose or whatever, or Rondo number 9. Like, bro, y'all supposed to be out here. Y'all got professional basketball names, Little Dirk. Like, bro, you were supposed to finish these niggas off. These niggas are supposed to take their final breath on the sidewalk, and that's it. It's supposed to look like a fucking, like, a mafia scene, bro. You're supposed to fucking riddle them with bullets, leave them looking like Swiss cheese, and then get away swiftly. Or have somebody come back and stuff them in a barrel, or, I don't know, do some mafia type shit. But, goddamn, bro, I mean, these niggas will shoot you, leave you alive, leave you just there, leave you with a fucking functioning cell phone. I mean, niggas ain't circling back to finish the job. I mean, these niggas shoot like 3 shots and fucking feel like they just won the lottery. God damn, this is insane.
And surveillance than ever before, confiscating cell phones left and right, where they found people's internet history, how to turn semi-automatic guns into fully automatic guns easily, numerous Google searches on phones, looking up specific shootings that happened in the Central Florida area. Meanwhile, the police were meeting with confidential informants who knew all about the 438 gang, their members, their inner workings, everything. The informants told them of $60,000 hits being placed on people's heads and recommended the police act swiftly because more people were gonna die. And the rest, well, the rest of the story you know now.
Do crime by yourself if you're gonna do crime, and don't do crime on cameras. But I don't advise you doing crime. But goddamn, if you do crime in a group of 20 people, somebody gonna end up telling. Like, I swear, somebody is gonna end up telling. Somebody gonna get in trouble. Somebody gonna get pulled over for some bullshit, and they gonna fucking tell everything. Them niggas is gonna write a fucking magazine article about your shit, nigga. Like, I swear, do crime by yourself, but still don't do crime.
34 people from 2 rival crews brought down in Operation X. And before I let you go,
they took down both gangs. It wasn't even just one. They took down both gangs. Y'all over there with y'all little street beef fucking thinking that this shit is to the fucking death. Nah, nigga. This shit to the death, alright? See who fucking die first in jail. No, I'm kidding. But fucking, like, real shit, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas is insane. Y'all sit there online to talk about, tell my fans I'll be out soon. Nigga, I swear on everything, I'll have grandkids by the time you're free.
People always ask me what beats are in the video. I've listed the fantastic producers in order in the description below. And for the intro beat, I teamed up.
That looks like the end of this video. Shouts out Trap Geek. I don't know how the hell this nigga be getting all this information. You would think this nigga was fucking there, like, when all this shit happened, the way he be talking. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, let me know what you want me to talk about next. My name is Everything Explained, and I will catch you in the next one. Yeah, fuck you too, Google.